Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, giving all honor, glory, and worship unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Chakodash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations unto you, Akim. This is Yaikwa.
I'm the brother Kasada.
All right. Out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. And it's time to go home. That's the title of his lesson. It's time to go home. This is Micah, the 2nd chapter, in the 10th verse. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction." And us arising and departing, we're pursuant to Revelations, the 11th chapter. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them that saw them. As us rising and departing from the fashion of this world, our conduct, how we construct our character, our daily dues, we have become a new creature. Therefore, we're separate, we're sanctified, holy from this world. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to read verse 12 real quick. I'm going to go down. "I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Bozrah, and as the flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make great noise by reason of the multitude of man." Right, the Lord is going to gather us and set us in our own land, pursuant to Isaiah, the 14th chapter.
Yeah.
He's going to put us in Sham, which they call Sham, which is the Levant. That is the promised land,
Yeah.
the land of the covenant. And the Lord himself, Yahweh through his son, Yahweh Shai, is going to gather his elect and restore us to the motherland, which is Jerusalem,
Yeah.
which is the mother of us all. You got it, bro.
Yeah, because as the brother going into the title, man, it's time to go home because we're tired, man. It's a heavy spirit, and it get heavier and heavier each day, each month, each day that goes by. Well, we're worn out, man, and we need the Lord to come back. So I got one. This is Matthew chapter 11, all right? Because the brother mentioned the Lord being our rest. Well, this is not being our rest, but the Lord said He'll be our rest. This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. All right, and it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me." It's like and learn of me.
Or just spiritual, this lean, the Hebrew word lamad is your staff, which also means to teach and to learn. Go ahead.
"For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Yeah, so through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, mainly this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Through him we're gonna find rest. All right, through these scriptures, through the word, all these things, this is where we're gonna find our rest at. This is how we're able to still maneuver, even though this flesh is feeling some way. There's ways to combat those spirits of feeling lowly and heavy. There is a heavy spirit out here, a heavy demonic spirit. Let me say that. All right, because we're not the only ones that's feeling it. Everybody's feeling it. Everybody's feeling the pressure. So you know what people do? They start doing certain things, being weird. They start cutting things off with certain individuals because they feel like it'll make their lives easier. But
People
not
cut us
understand.
off.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that, brother.
Separate themselves from you.
The people separating themselves from you brothers out there.
Yeah.
You people are I should say the hopeful elect.
Hopeful.
People they cutting you off because they feel like you're not beneficial to them. But
You're the problem.
You're the problem. But you're more beneficial than the rest of these people out here.
Yeah.
We're more beneficial to these people out here than anybody else they figured to benefit them in any form or fashion. Right?
They don't like the yoke.
No, they don't like the yoke.
They're offended at the yoke. They're headstrong.
Mm-mm.
You know, an uneasy ox.
Yeah, that's right, brother. Beautiful, well said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly right, man.
But that yoke is for your good.
Exactly.
That yoke gives you purpose. That ox, the value of the ox is in its labor.
Mm-hmm.
An ox without labor is given unto the slaughter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
If the ox is not being utilized for labor, then we having some suya.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ox will become suya.
Yeah.
You put the onions and tomatoes.
Yeah.
The pepper.
The pepper.
Some
the
good
peppers,
good seasoning.
Yeah.
And that's the purpose. How about a burnt offering?
Yeah.
See, so if you don't take upon yourself the yoke, you won't have rest.
Yeah. It's a good comparison to think about it is you think about a wild horse and you think about a racing horse. Esau will work a racing horse and make them horses run to the death. A lot of horses die on the track. And that's the last thing, because they overwork them, they overrun them. Versus a wild horse, it's allowed to roam free and do what it needs to do. That's the spirit of the Lord, allows you to run and do the things that you need to do in His spirit, in His name. Let me say it like that. Versus Esau running you to death, because a lot of you people, you work you figure that you gotta work 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs to get by, but the Lord is making it easy.
Well, do the kings, I'm quoting Yahushua when he was speaking to the disciples.
Yeah.
Do the kings of the earth cause their children to pay tribute? No. Therefore, the children are free.
Yeah.
Yep. Therefore, the children are free.
Yeah.
And you should know the truth.
And the truth shall set you free.
But you have to learn of me. That's what he said.
That's right.
What do you learn? The truth. Well, what is Yahushua? I am the way, the truth, and the life. That's what he is. And no man can get to the Father but by me, but by Yahushua.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Exactly. Yeah, because what we doing is not in vain, man. It's not for nothing. Right? Because in due time, in due season, it's gonna be beneficial for us, man. I got another one.
Yeah, you have to labor. It's called the labor of love.
Yeah. People think that the yoke of the Lord is heavy. They think it's too much.
Yeah.
But it's really light.
It's light.
Because at the end of the day, you got something to look forward to. When you have something to look forward to, you'll go and do whatever it takes to get there.
That's why you have to have foresight and you have to have love.
Right.
Because if the labor is, that's even with the law. We supposed to love the law. We shouldn't be offended at the law.
That's right.
That's what happened. That's what got us in trouble in the first place. Israel was offended at the law. Even those guys who come up against Yahushua, they were offended at the law, but Yahushua himself was the law.
That's right.
So you were offended at the law. The loophole. No, he said, I am the door. He's the door.
Yep.
So you're not going to gain access to what you want without going through the door.
Yep.
What you got?
Galatians 6 and 9.
Shabbat Shalom. new moon, Chayah.
This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Right.
As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. So those, for you newcomers or you just now listening, you shouldn't be cutting off a man of the Lord or a prophet right now. This ain't the time or the season for it. Especially if he believe, he got faith in this truth.
And do unto others as you would want done unto you.
Exactly.
These people are assholes, but they expect mercy. These people don't have mercy, but they want mercy for themselves.
Exactly.
You said to all men, especially those of the faith. So you're supposed to have a certain level of manners and conduct to all men, but especially those of the faith, like you said, the brothers, the household of faith.
Yeah.
So it's an issue of character, oftentimes with people.
Yeah.
It's an issue of character. It's an issue of manners. See, the truth teaches you manners.
It definitely does. Yeah.
You got it, bro.
Yeah. No. Especially if you know that man is in the truth.
Especially, yep.
If you know, is maybe another thing if you didn't know, but there's another thing if you knew. He a Hebrew Israelite.
You don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Like in general, when we interact with people, you don't mistreat people. You treat people with respect. You don't know if that's an Edomite.
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, the scripture talks about how we entertain angels.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
It's the spirit, bro.
Yeah, that was in my mind.
Yeah.
Did you finish that?
Yeah, that was it on that.
Okay, let's get Lamentations 4 and 22, excuse me. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and 22. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. We're about to go home.
That's right.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So we're not going into captivity anymore. This is our final captivity. Babylon the Great and all the other lands that we live in and we're scattered. Now we know the horse sits upon many waters, meaning Babylon, America, has jurisdiction in one way or another over these other nations that people are living in.
Yep.
Whether it be psychologically, financially, spiritually. But we're about to be relinquished from the chains of bondage. The Lord is about to physically free us because right now we're mentally free, which is beautiful. But the Lord is about to physically free us from the hands of our enemies. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. So the sins of Edom, the wickedness that these Edomites have done on the earth and are still doing tomorrow, to this day, tomorrow they're about to wake up and be terrible human beings. And you guys know who the Edomites are. If you don't, you can watch some more videos and figure it out. Basically, they're the people who control the earth right now. The international bankers, just the top dogs of the earth, the big guys, the tough guys, the rich man. Those are the Edomites, all right? And they call themselves, they just start, they like giving themselves nicknames and titles. White man, you're not white. What are you talking about? It came a couple hundred years ago. Like, oh, we're white. White. Your forefathers didn't say nothing about being white. Now he's a white man. I'm a Greek. No, you're not a Greek. You're not a Greek. A Roman. No, you not. You stole that land from them, from the actual Etruscans and Romans and Japhetic nations, and then the Japhites, and then and then you just say that's what you are.
Yeah.
You're not Gomer. You're not Magog. You stole that land.
Yeah.
Well, the scripture says that's pursuing the prophecy because Esau was blessed with the fatness of the earth
Mm-hmm.
and the dew of heaven from above. The fatness of the earth means really most of the land, what they say, the sun should not set on the British Empire.
Yeah.
And it's talking about it's going to the chief places of land with natural resources.
Yeah. Because Esau does have access to all the resources in every major country.
Yeah, who controls the oil?
Yeah.
Who has control over the flow, the maritime?
Mm-hmm.
The oil, the chief resources, the ingredients needed for fertilizer itself.
Yeah. Or just to create, you know what I'm saying, those ICBM missiles, man. It takes a lot of minerals and elements to put together and forge and create.
Yeah, that's a part of the fatness of the earth.
He takes a lot. He gets a lot from everywhere.
Like that uranium, which you got from the Congo, the plutonium, back when he made the atom bomb.
Yeah.
That's all a part of the process of him having the fatness of the earth. Dew of heaven from above is talking about his satellites. SpaceX. That's because he's an Edomite. That's why it's SpaceX.
Yeah.
That's the dew of heaven from above.
Yeah, it takes a lot of fuel to get up there, man.
Yeah.
So he definitely has the oil and everything he needs to do everything he wants to do.
Yeah.
Within his limitation, because he is limited, but what the Lord gives him access to. Let's say that,
Well, we just did the lesson. He's about to go into slavery.
Yeah.
All this, the big guy.
Yeah.
You can read verse 21, but we'll just keep reading. It says, "O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins." And a part of him discovering thy sins is what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
This the Edomite. Yep, this is his crimes. Yep, this is crime against humanity. This is crime against his own damn self. This is crime against the Israelites. This is his crime against the earth. We're bringing this stuff out. Your sins are being discovered. Then you got these other people on, social media, on the news. Oh yeah, they pieces of shit. Like they just calling them pieces. They calling them out. That's the fulfillment of the prophecy of thy tongue shall fall upon thyself.
Yeah.
But you got other low-level white people like pointing these people out. Like what? The Epstein files. Oh, look, they were killing and eating little babies. They was doing this. They was, murdering people. That's just one. They've been doing that.
Yeah.
What you think they was doing to us in slavery? What you think they're doing to us right now? That's just what you see. That's just a little bullshit-ass file. This man is doing this madness right now. He's still doing it.
Still doing it.
They trying to bring, he on the file. Oh, he was dealing with 14-year-old. Man, that was probably the best thing he did on the file as far as like the ranking from worst to best. They was eating people.
Yeah.
Why y'all not talking about that? Why are they not in jail?
Yeah.
They supposed to be in jail. They criminals.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fulfillment of us discovering his sins.
Yeah. And being exposed.
Got something?
Yeah, and I was gonna say, because we're the minute that the system here collapsed is the moment when Esau just completely loses his system, man. Loses everything. All right, that's the minute that we're actually gonna be physically free, man. But
you got the Iranians over here bringing out the ICBMs.
Yeah.
And we got the ICBM. They can tag a warhead on that and hit any place in America.
Right.
And you think you're gonna back them into a corner? What's gonna happen if you back them all? What they gonna do?
Yeah.
All hope is lost. They gonna step back. You know what I'm saying? Work on they gonna shoot.
Yeah.
They gonna shoot. And they already got enough enriched. We've been saying the Iranians had a nuclear missile.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. Yep, that's right, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What you had something? No, I got one.
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me see. Romans 13 and 11. You there? It's Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Salvation is very near, so it is time to go home.
Yeah.
But we have to walk in the right manner so we can go home.
Yeah.
And we don't get left and die in the judgment, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Coming back to Yahweh Shai. The first step of coming home is coming back to Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is home.
Yeah.
You know, he's the Bayath, because the Bayath means house, but it also coincides to father.
Yeah.
Because if you ask, what house are you from? The house of Judah, the house of Levi. Those are that's the father of those people.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So Yahweh Shai is the chief house. He's the tabernacle.
Yeah.
You know, because us as being Mashiachia or Christians, Mashiachim, we're Christians, which you get what I'm saying. That's the proper way to say Christians. Mm-hmm. We're early Christians. We're pre-Council of Nicaea Christians.
Yeah.
Right. We're not the Christians that you have today. You guys are not Christians.
No.
You know. But point being, Yahweh Shai is the tabernacle. He's the house of God.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So us being true Christians, that being our religion, because this is our religion. Yeah. You know, Apostle Gabar, he already told, you know, he stopped saying we do have a religion. Religion essentially means to worship. Yeah. You know, and you go into it. Yeah. And this is what we do. We worship Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is our culture. Yeah. It's a way of life. So it is a religion. We just so happen to be, because just because you're a Hebrew Israelite, to be a Hebrew Israelite is not a religion. It's just it's an ethnicity. Yeah. It's a nationality. Anybody can be a Hebrew Israelite that come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That doesn't mean they walk after the culture and the fashion and have the belief system of a follower of Yahweh Shai. Yeah. You know? So we're distinct in that. But yeah, that's all I had. You had something?
No, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the Spirit. I give all praises, honor, glory, and worship unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations unto you, Akim. Shalom, and keep the faith.
Shalom.